Everyone, and welcome back to Miss Ambrese's Math Help. Um, Before we begin, if you hear any weird sounds, it's probably this guy. My puppy is here with me recording. So if you hear something crawling around, it probably is him. All right, we are going to be practicing our addition and subtraction skills. We have a bunch of problems we need to solve, and we will be using the number lines on the back and the next page to help us solve. What you need to have prepared is a pencil, and you need to go find these colors here: green, yellow, purple, blue, and brown. So I have my green, my yellow, purple, blue, and brown. I have all of my colors right here. I did not forget them this time. Last time I think I had to run and go get my colors. Okay. So what we are going to start with is this little lily pad in the corner. I know in my camera it looks a little faded, but I'm going to be doing 804 minus 288. And the reason I want to use number lines instead of solving the standard way is because in third grade we have not learned how to do this. I did do one video in the past on the connection between base 10 blocks and standard form, but those are actually fourth grade skills. And so what I want us to focus on today are our third grade skills and what we can use to help us regroup when we need to. And what I mean by regroup is if I have 4, and this is subtraction, if I have 4 and I need to take away 8 more units, I don't have enough. Well, we know with base 10, we can borrow a 10, but I don't have any 10s here to use. I don't have a 10 to decompose into more units. I do have hundreds, but those are fourth grade skills. We're not quite there yet. So I want to do this on number lines today. So let's go ahead and get started. 804 minus 288. We're going to do that. I'm going to go to the back and just do it on the first number line. And we can write it over here. 804 minus 288. I'm just going to write it on the side so we know this is the equation that we're doing. Well, if I start with 804 and then I take away 288, I'm not going to start on this side of my number line and go this way, because this is telling me 804 plus 288 more, and that's not what we're doing. So when we do subtraction, we need to put our first number that we are starting with actually at the end, because we need to go backwards to take away. So we'll label this side 804. 804. Kyrie, stop. He's being bad. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take away 288. But I can't do that mental math. And some of you might see in the past where teachers will do just one big jump backwards and they'll say minus 288 and they'll put question mark here. I don't want to put a question mark. I want to actually solve. So what we're going to do is break 288 into hundreds, tens, and ones. So I know that in 288 there is 200s. So I'm going to do a medium-sized jump and put minus 100. But there's 200, so I got to do another jump to minus another 100. Okay, well, if I go backwards in the hundreds place, 800 minus 100, so minus 1, that would be 700. So that would be 704. And then if I do minus 100 again, that would be 604. I have not had to do, I have only done really easy math so far. But I'm not done. I still have tens. And I still have units. Well, I'm going to get myself to a pretty good, I don't want to work with this 4 here. So I can take some of these units away. I'm going to use 4 of those units so I can get to an easy number to work with. I have 8, but I'm going to go ahead and just take away 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. That's going to get me to 600. That is a really easy number to work with. So now over here, I used 4, and I have 4 units left, because 8 minus 4 would be 4 units left. And I'm done with that too. We're just going to cross it off. So what I'm working with here is 8 tens now and 4 units that I still have to subtract. So I'm going to do my tens because now I can just count down. And we have 8, so I'm going to do, we'll do minus 50 because I know 600 minus 50 is going to be 550. So now this 80 is going to turn 8. What is 8 minus 5, guys? That's 3. So now I have 34 that I'm working with, and right now I'm at 550. Okay, well, I'm going to do minus 30. And that minus 30 is going to get me to 520. And I know that because 30 plus 20 is 50. All right, well, I used my 3. All that's left is 4 units. Okay, well, let's count backwards for small units. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. I'm going to have to find me a new pen. Okay, well, 520 minus 1, that's 519. 518, 517, 516. So our answer, guys, is 516. 804 minus 288 is 516. Now, not a single time did I have to really regroup or borrow anything. I just decomposed the number that I had on my number line. So let's go ahead and figure out what 516 is. If we look in our data table here, it says 516 gets colored yellow. So we need to color the flower on our lily pad. We're going to just color it yellow. And if you want to color the actual lily pad a different color, you can. Because that to me is just fine. I'm going to color the flower yellow, and I'm going to color this part green. You know why? Because I just want to. Beautiful. All right, let's go to, how about we do the log right here, the wooden log. It is 947 minus 658. All right, let's go to our next number line. We have 947. I'm going to write it on the side. 947 minus, 658. All right, so I know that this is what I'm solving, and remember, even though this is the number that we are starting with, in order to take away, because it's minus, we have to put 947 on this side so we can take away and go backwards. Because if we put 947 here, that would be like adding and giving more, but we're not adding, we're taking away. So 947 will go on the end because we now need to take away 658. All right, well, I know that in 658 there is 6 hundreds, 5 tens, and 8 units. What I want to start with, I'm going to start with my hundreds because hundreds are really easy to take away. So I'm going to do just, I don't even want to do 6 big jumps because, like, look at these big jumps. I don't have enough space for that to go all the way down. So we're going to use our number line a little bit more wisely. And instead of doing a big jump of 6 100 jumps, I'm just going to do minus 300 first, because 900 minus 3, 9, minus 3 would be 8, 7, 6. That's going to get me to 647. Okay, well, I know 300 and 600, I got to do 300 more, because that's going to get me to 600. So minus 300. Okay, well, what is 600 minus 300? That's going to be 347. All right, I am done with my 600s because 300 and 300 is going to be minus 600 over here. Okay, now I got 5 tens that I want to take away. Let's see. If I go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 10, that's going to be 337. Are you seeing the pattern here? And then minus 10 again. 327. Minus 10 again. 317. Look, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a pattern. I'm taking away, every single time I'm taking away a 10. Minus 10 again. That's going to be, if I have a 1 here and I take away that 10, it's going to be 307. That 10 is going to become a 0. And then minus 10 again. What do you think it's going to be? 297. All right, so I'm done with my 10s. And if I, like, let's say, guys, you weren't sure that this is 297. Can't we just take away 10 from this? Let's see. 10, and I'm going to count down. 307, 306, 305, 304, 302, 301, 300, 299, 298, 297. Let's see, did I do that right? 307, 306, 305, 304, 302, 301, 300, 299, 298, 297. There we go. See, even teachers make silly mistakes, guys. All right, let's take away 8. And I'm just going to do like 8 little jumps because 1s are smaller than 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And minus 1 every time. What in the world are you chewing on? Give me that. Y'all, having a puppy is not a joke. They eat everything. Okay, let's count down. I'm not even just gonna like count my jumps. I'm just gonna count down by 1s now. 297, 296, 295, 294, 293, 291, 200, 290, I'm sorry. Which that would be 289, 288. Let's go find this on our chart. Let's see if Miss Ambry's made a mistake, because y'all know math is not my jam. Girl, look. 289. We're so close. Let's count that again, because I'm getting distracted by this puppy. 297, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 289. See, goofball mistakes. We should have 289. Boom. And guess what? That one is right here. It says 289, which means brown. We can color the log brown, which I'm sure you probably guessed because it is a log. I'm just going to do mine like this because I'm a teacher, guys. I'm not an artist. But it sure is cute, though. All right. Next question. We'll do the other lily pad. 369 plus 147. 369 plus 147. 369 plus 147. Boom. There's our equation. Let's go ahead and solve. But I want you to think about something. Where in the world would we put 369? Is that going to go on this side or on this side? What do you think? Because remember, if I put something here, that's telling my brain I have to move forward and add more. And if I put something here, that tells my brain I'm going to have to go backwards and take away. Well, I'm not taking away here. I'm adding. So 369, if you said it goes at the beginning, you are correct. All right. Well, we got 369 here. Let's break this down. I got 100, 4 tens, and 7 units. I got to add that. That's easy. Okay. Plus 100. There's my 100. Okay, well, if I give this 100, that 3 is going to become a 4, and this is going to be 469 now. Okay, well, I still got to add some tens. I got 4 tens, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's plus 10 every time. So if I do 469, that's going to be 479, 489, 499, 509. All right, so we're done with those. Now I got 7 units. Let's do it. 509 plus 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I don't think I explained this earlier. I want you to note that I'm counting my jumps. I don't want, if I had lines on my number line that were like this, I don't want to count my lines. I want to count what the distance. So I want to know how I got there. I have to count the whole jump because look at this. I have 1, 2 lines, but if I'm going from here to the next number, that's only 1 jump. So I don't want to count lines if I see them on my number line because it's going to make me count wrong. I have to count my jumps. I'll show you. Pause here for a second, and I'm going to go back and count my jumps, not the lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I had to count 3 jumps, but if I counted the lines, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't go 4. I only went 3. So if you ever have a number line that has the marks, we don't count the marks. We count how much it takes us to get to each mark. So, jump, 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 jump. That's why I'm using jumps here. Okay. So we have 509. Let's take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, we're just going to count down because we're smart kids and we just do it the easy way. 509, 508, 507, 506, 504, 503, 502, 501. Oh. We need to count up, y'all. If you cannot tell by the way that this video is going, it has been the longest week. So We need to add. Crazy Miss Ambrose is losing her mind. 509, 510, 511, 512, 513, 514, 515, 516. Please tell me that's an answer. Yes, it sure is. It is going to be yellow. My goodness. Teaching is hard. Teaching is so hard. I love it. But it's not for the weak-minded. My goodness. All right. And I normally do this in my classroom, you guys, but it just is one of those weeks I had to take my homework home with me. So, there's lots going on. Okay, yay, that one is done. Let's do I'm feeling another addition problem. Let's do this eyeball right here. It's going to be 369 plus 454. Let me lock in on this one because I keep making silly mistakes. Let's lock in. 369 plus 454. All right, we're good. This is our equation. I know that because I'm adding 369 is going to go right here. Oh, we had that in the last one too. All right, I see 400s. All right, well, I'm going to make this easier on myself. I know that in 400s, I could do 200 and 200. And that's just one jump, two jumps. I'm going to do that instead of 4 jumps of 100 because my number line is not that big. So let's do 200. And we'll do another plus 200. That way we don't use up all of our space. All right, so 300 plus 200, 3, 4, 5. That's going to get me to 569. And then if I go 200 more, I know 2 more hundreds, that's going to be 769. All right, I'm done with my hundreds. I hope y'all are locked in with me. Are you finding any mistakes? I wish somebody was here to correct me if there are. Okay, 5 tens, let's do it. But okay, I know that if I'm just gonna do 4 to start with, because that's gonna get me to, it's gonna get me close to almost 800. So hold on. Kyrie. Child, I'm trying to record the homework video. Could you please stop with the bell? Y'all, if you could only see this dog, he is staring at me. I'm never doing this at home ever again. Plus 5 tens, y'all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. I know we have 5, but I'm going to stop at 4. I'm going to show you why. Okay, 779, 789, 799. Okay, you see how I'm so close to 800? Okay, do not forget that if I go to this and if I give myself another 10, that's 10 tens. I'm going to have to make that 100. That's why this will become 809. And then if I add my last 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's going to give my 0 another 10. So this will be 819. But if I with this jump, I gave myself 10 tens. Well, we know 10 tens is another 100. So that 7 had to turn into this 8. I just want to point that out to you guys because I'm not counting my 10 individually. Okay, well, we're done with them tens. Let's get to them units. We got 4 units. So 819 plus 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Let's just count. 819, 820, 821, 822, 823. Y'all cross your fingers. Let's hope this number is in the table. Yes, look, I told you I was locking it in. 823. Can y'all see that? Okay, let me refocus. That's better. See, 823. We're gonna make this little eyeball blue. But it's hard to see, so I'm gonna trace the outline. And I'm gonna do it cute. I'm gonna give him a little thing. Do we color the little dots blue or the outside? I don't know. I'm doing the outside. I'm assuming that one is probably going to also be blue, but we need to solve to be sure. Let's see, I'll give him another little thing and we'll be creative. I know the girls in the class who are artists and the boys, you will appreciate my drawing. Okay, we'll do this one. It's 914 minus 91. All right, let's use our last number line here. 914 minus 91. There's our equation. Let's go ahead and solve. And this, guys, we're minusing. I can't start here because that means it's going to push me forward and I'm not adding, I'm taking away. So 914 is going to go here. In 91, I have no hundreds. I have 9 tens and 1 1. Let's go ahead and take away just that first 10. Minus 10. That's going to give me, that 10 is going to go away. I'm going to be at 904. See, minus a 10. I took that 10 away. It became a 0. Okay, if I keep taking away 10s, this might be confusing to you. So I am going to take away the next 10. Remember, I have to take away 9 10s. But I'm going to show you how I can do that just by doing individual jumps too. So I'm going to do minus 10, but by units. I'm going to decompose a 10 into units, but still take away that 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 jumps. It's like taking away a 10, but I just made it units for myself to maybe make this a little bit easier. Okay, so if I count down to 900, not from 10 from 904, I'm going to get 904, 903, 902, 901, 900. Okay, so here I'm at 900. And then I got to go to 899, 899, 898, 897, 896, 895, 894. Okay, so I've taken away 1, 2 10s. I still got to take away more. So minus 2 10s. Here's 3 10s, 4 10s, 5 10s, 6 10s, 7 10s, 8 10s, 9 10s. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Now this should be a little bit easier for us to take away 10s now that we have found the next number. Because I think some of you are getting confused when you get here. You're like, oh no, I don't have any more 10s left. That's okay. You can decompose a 10 into units to help you too. Okay, so 894 minus 10, that 9 is going to become a 884. We're going to get an 8 in the tens place now. So 884, 874. Do you see the pattern? 9, 8, 7. But the 100 and the ones did not change. Okay, minus another 10, that's going to be 864, 9, 8, 7, 6. Are you seeing the pattern? There's lots of patterns in numbers. We just have to look for them. Minus another 10, 854, 844, 834, 824, Okay, we're done with our tens. Let's take away our 1 unit. -1. We have at this mark, that's going to be 823. I took away 1 unit, that 4 becomes a 3. Cross your fingers. Let's hope Miss Ambree's got it right. 823. Yep, it sure is. That's going to be blue. I'm sure you probably could have guessed. Oh, let me do his cute little eyeball. Joop. My crazy puppy, after being crazy, is sleeping on the couch now. I'm sure if you're doing this with your mom or your dad or your guardian, whoever lives with you, I'm sure they can relate. Crazy 1 minute, asleep the next. Wonderful. Our Froggie is looking so cute. Okay. I wonder what color his spots are going to be. I'm not sure. Okay, these are addition, and I see that these are subtraction. Let's do an addition one. Let's do, I know it's hard to see on my camera, but it says 236 plus 173. So 236, I need to go to the next page. 236 plus 173. All right, remember this is an addition problem, so my first number on top is going to be at the beginning because I have to add more going this way. I can't put it over here because that's going to make me go backwards. So 236, and I'm going to add 173 more. Okay, well, let's break down 173 into hundreds, tens, and ones. I see 100. Let's add it. Plus 100. Well, I'm going to give myself another 100. That 2 is going to become a 3. So it's going to be 336 at this point. Okay, we're done with our hundreds. Let's add 7 tens. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. And remember, guys, if you ever have to pause the video. I know sometimes I can go a little fast, but that's kind of what makes the YouTube videos special, is that if I'm going too fast for you, you can pause and catch up. All right. Well, if I add a 10, that's going to be 346. Then 356, 366, 376, 386, 396. What if you don't know what to do? I can decompose this if I wanted to. I could have used ones to make a 10. So 396 plus 10, that's going to be 406. So if that didn't work for you, make sure that next time you decompose that 10 and do 10 units instead of one tens jump. Okay. All right, so I'm at 406. Let's cross off our tens. We're done with those, which leaves me with 3 units. Let's do 3 small jumps. 1, 2, 3. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. 406, 407, 408, 409. Goodness me. Yay! 409. We solved correctly. It looks like the first spot is going to be purple. And I'm going to trace it because my printer did not work good at school. So I'm going to just trace over it. And this little spot is going to be purple. Bless you, Kai. All right. Let's do the next spot. 292 plus 117. 292 plus 117. There's our equation, and I'm adding, so I'm going to start with Yep, if you said 292, you are correct. All right, so I got 292. I need to decompose this into hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's add 100. That 2 is going to become a 3. We got 392. All right, well, I'm done with that 100. Let's do our tens. Plus 110. Uh-oh. Let's say I don't know how to do that. That's okay. I'm going to cross it off and start over. Let's do it by units. I'll come on the bottom and do 10 jumps instead. I can still make that 10 by doing 10 unit jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, if I don't know how to add that 10 in my brain, y'all, I don't have to. I can use the number line to my benefit. So let's do that. 392 plus 1, 392, 393, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. The next one is going to be 400, 400, 401, 402. There I am, 402. All right, we did that 10. Let's do 7 more. We can do 7. I'm going to go back on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 402, 403, 404, 405, 406, 407, 408, 409. There's our answer. Our answer is 409. Let's go color that purple. Got a purple spot again. I don't think I've ever seen a frog with purple spots, so I guess there's the first time for everything. Who wants to bet that that's also going to be purple and that's also going to be purple? I'll be shocked if it's not. Let's do it. Okay, we'll do this one here, this one on his knee. 835 minus 426. 835 minus 426. All right, there's our equation. I'm minusing now. So remember, I'm going to have to go backwards. I'm going in reverse. So 835 goes on this side because I have to take away. All right, well, let's do the hundreds. I'm not going to do 4 jumps of 100 because I know 2 and 2 makes 4. So I can do minus 200 and then minus 200 again. And that's going to give me 400. Okay, so 8 minus 2, that is 6. 8, 7, 6. That's going to be 635. Minus 2 more. 600s minus 200, 6, 5, 4. That's going to give me 435. Okay, I'm done with my hundreds. Cross them off. Let me scoot over for you. Cross them off. All right, now I got to take away 2 tens. Let's do it. Minus 2 tens. 1, 2, minus 10, minus 10. Well, if I take away a 10 here, that's going to be 425. Let's see, 3, 2. If I take away another one, it's going to be 415. And that 2 in the tens place turns into a 1 in the tens place because I took a 10. All right, we're done with our tens. Cross them tens off. Now I got to do my units. I have 6 units, so let's minus 6. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, I don't have to solve 6. I don't have to do 415 minus 6 in my brain. I can just count down. So 415 starts here, minus that jump. So 415, 414, 413, 412, 411, 410, 409. Which is purple. What did I tell you? That is going to be purple. There we go. Let's do this one. 725 minus 316. 725 minus 316. Is that correct? Yes. All right, we have our equation and we are subtracting. So if we subtract, we don't put 725 right here. He has to go at the end, so we can go backwards because I have to take away 725, and we're gonna minus 300s. You know, I don't have, even if it's not like this one where 2 and 2 equals 4, I can still do 3 without doing 3 big jumps. Watch. Minus 200 minus 100. That is still 300s. I have 300s, 110, and 6 units. I already subtracted. Look how easy that was, and I didn't even have to use 3 jumps on my number line. I could do minus 200 minus 100. Okay, so minus 2, 7, 6, 5. That's going to be 525. And then if I take away another 100, 5 minus 100, that's going to be 425. All right, well, we're done with our hundreds. Cross them off. Now I have to take away 110. Easy. Minus 10. That 2 in the tens place, I'm taking away 1, so it's going to be 415. All right, cross off your tens. We're done with tens. Let's take away 6 units. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count down. 415, it starts at this dot. 415 minus 6 would be 414, 413, 412, 411, 410, 409. There's our answer. Let's go color that cute little spot. It's going to be purple. When Miss Ambreeze was a little girl, I had begged and begged and begged my mom to get me some froggies as a pet. She never did. I always wanted them, but she did eventually get me a lizard. And so this is giving me lizard memories right now. And my lizard did not have purple spots, but it was a leopard gecko, and there was brown, and there was yellow. Yes. Okay, let's do our last one. We have one number line left and one equation left. 933 minus 669. Let's write our equation. 933 minus 699. That sounds like a lot, but I promise you, just like the other ones, it really isn't if we break it down. So it's minus. I can't put 933 on this side because I'm not adding 699. I'm taking it away. So 933 goes over here. I think my dog has the hiccups. Oh, sorry, 669. So this is going to be 669. I was just checking to make sure. Yep. Okay. So we have 933 minus 669. I apologize. 933 on this side because we are going to take away and go in reverse. Minus 600s. I am not going to do 6 jumps. How could I make that easy for myself? Think about your doubles. If I did just 2 jumps of doubles, how could I get 600 still? Minus 300, minus 300. That's still minus 600. I'm just not going to do 6 jumps and use my whole number line to do 6 jumps. All right, well, let's take away 300s. I have 9, minus 3, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's going to be 633. And then if I take away 3 more, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's going to be 333. Okay, I'm done with my hundreds. Let's do our 6 tens. Right there. I got to take away my 6 tens. All right. Well, if I take away 6 tens, I'm going to start to get lost. So, let's just take away 1 for now. That's going to be 323. There's minus 110. minus another 10. 313 minus another 10. I have 3 10s, I gotta take away 6. That's gonna be 303. Look, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, what do I do when I get to that 0 and maybe I don't know how to do minus 10 in my brain? I still have more 10s to take. I've only done 1, 2, 3, but I don't know what to do. Okay, that's okay. We don't have to use a jump of 10. We can make a 10 by doing units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I've taken away 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And I have to take away 6. So let's count 303, 302, 301, 300, 299, 298, 297, 296, 295, 294, 293, 293. Okay, I've taken away 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to write that on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's minus 6 10s. Okay, well, if I take a 10 away, that's going to be 283. And one more 10 will be 273. Please, Lord, tell me that's an answer choice. What did we get? 273? What did we do wrong? Oh, what did Miss Ambrose do wrong? Are we done? What did I forget to do? I did my 10s. Let's cross it off. What did I forget? We still have to do our... Oh, we still got to do our units. Okay, I don't have a lot of space here, and that's okay. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's count down. This is minus 9. 273 right here. 272, 271, 270, 269, 268, 267, 265, 264, 263. Let's try that again. 273, 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 65, 64, 264. There we go. It's going to be green. Of course, because frogs are green. I'm just going to trace him so I don't go over the lines. And if you want to color the whole froggy, you sure can. I'm just not going to do that because, it's my homework and I don't want to. But if you want to, you sure can. Okay, that's how it goes. And he is such a cute little frog. I'm going to do his smile too. Aww. Look at him. So cute. All right, good job. And that is excellent practice for adding and subtracting. These number lines are no joke, guys. Very good job. Be very proud of yourself. See ya later.